What up, everyone? It's your boy, Satemangali, the Reverend of the Revolution, welcoming you to another edition of your Daily Revolution, the podcast that helps you to wake up, turn your brain on, and to prosper every single day in every part of your life. Today's topic, why don't you travel more? Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Welcome to the land of Boise, Idaho. So I'm up here visiting my man, Russel Brunson, owner and creator and founder of ClickFunnels. And this guy's brilliant, he's wealthy, he's a family man, he's just a great man, period. Like, he's a dude that you see and you're like, this is just a good dude, man. I'd break bread with this guy. I used to wrestle at BYU when I was at BYU. Then I think he finished up at Boise State. I keep joking with him that I'm going to wrestle him, but I know the fact is he'd probably snap me in half in the inside of 20 seconds, maybe 15 seconds. So up here visiting Russell for an inner circle, part of a mastermind that I've paid to be a part of. Now here's an interesting thing if you're a brand new business owner, or even if you're just a business owner or an employee, period. Like someone who wants to get better, someone who wants to make more money by creating more of an impact, someone who wants to live their purpose. If that's you, well, check this out. I have paid money to come to a mastermind. I get 3 events like this where I come up to Boise. I pay the hotel, the flight, the travel. I sacrifice time and energy away from my wife and my boys. And I sleep in a hotel bed eating some not the best of foods, but I'm actually quite disciplined. But why would I do this? Why would I pay to come to Boise? Why would I pay to go to SEALFIT 20X? Why have I paid money to go to Kokoro, which is 50 hours of civilian training at the highest level like you're in a Navy SEAL. Like, obviously we're not even close. Like, Navy SEALs that's a whole nother ballgame. But why do I pay for this? Because I know that in order to get where I want to go, I must make an investment in myself. Yes, and the investment is more than just stroking a check. The investment is doing what's required and necessary. Well, what's required and necessary in today's market? That I actually get out and I start to network and I start to meet people and I start to learn from people. Part of the mastermind is everyone in the room, and then there's another group that comes in for tomorrow and Thursday. So I'm part of the Monday, Tuesday group, and then there's a group for Wednesday and Thursday. I have my own groups that fly to Southern California. So why do we create this for business owners? Look, there's a few things you've got to understand. Number one, if you're not making an investment, a continual investment in yourself, like if you're not investing in your body through whether it's gym memberships, workout programs, if you're not investing in your health and nutrition, the foods that you're eating, the way that you're operating, like you will not grow and you will stay stagnant. And there's no such thing as stagnant. There's just complacent and moving backwards. Right? It's either expansion or contraction. If you're not investing in yourself in spiritual things, meaning you're not taking time and energy to sacrifice time to go to church or to nature. For me, I'm a church-going man. I go to church once a week. And then we have church activities throughout the week. Programs for our youth, programs for our adults. I sacrifice time to study the holy word of God. It's called scriptures. If I don't make the investment of time, energy, and resource, I move backwards. And if you don't use it, you lose it. In terms of my relationships, this is like a no-brainer. Did you invest today? Did you invest in your spouse, in your children? Did you invest in the relationships that matter to you? Did you put money, time, resources, time, T-I-M-E, on the people you love? This might look like a date night each week, a date night each month, taking your children out, even if it's just to Baskin Robbins. Last night I was talking to my goddess on the phone, and my wife was like, man, the boys are so funny. I'm like, what's up? They're like, hey, my wife plays ball Tuesdays and Wednesday nights, so she drives a good 45 minutes from us to her leagues up in, I want to say, the Garden Grove area. And it's hilarious because my boys know when mama leaves, like, it's boys night. And I make a big deal of, dude, it's boys night. And they're like, yeah. And I'll play Xbox with them. We'll go out to eat. We'll go to Baskin Robbins. We'll like shoot hoops. We'll just do I make it a big deal. And the boys told my wife, can you please go and go play ball some more? And my wife's like, why? Because we like our date night with daddy. And they were telling my wife, you have date night with daddy and we have date night with daddy. That's awesome the way that works. And you can do that with your family. You don't have to wait till you have all the money in the bank account. By that time, they don't care about you anyways. They're going to be teenagers. Too late. So did you invest on a daily basis, weekly, monthly, yearly basis with your family? Did you take them on a good vacation? Did you create the memories? Do you make the mornings special? I come home from the gym about 6:30, 6:45. My boys come down. I start busting waffles. I'm starting to act like a goofball. I want my boys to know this is how we live in our home. When it comes to business, are you making the investments? Do you buy the books? Do you take action on the books? Do you work with the coaches and mentors? Are you part of a mastermind? Do you go to business meetings? Do you watch trainings? Do you invest in your business? Brothers and sisters, if you are not stroking the checks, investing the money, and it's not even sometimes you just need to stroke a check, period, just so you know that you are making the necessary required investments. I know of a coach right now, charges decent money, but the coach hasn't progressed in a couple years. And someone asked, well, why isn't this coach, how come he hasn't really progressed? How come he hasn't changed? I'm like, well, it can only be one of two things. Number one, he doesn't want to, and that's okay. And then I said, number two is because he stopped investing in his own coaches. It's difficult to ask someone to invest in you as a coach, as a mentor, as a business, if you have not and you continue to not make the investment in someone else. This is critical for you in your life, brothers and sisters. So why don't you travel more? All right, that's the name of this podcast. Why don't you travel? Why don't you get out? Get out of the comfort zone. Do something different. My boys have been to Samoa, Hawaii, California, Georgia, Texas, Iowa, Missouri, Las Vegas, Southern Cal, Northern Cal, Logan. They've been all over, Idaho. And when we travel places, we take pictures. I let them know this is how you can live if you want to live this way. Now, I don't know about you, brothers and sisters, but I enjoy traveling. I love, ain't no place like home, like Dorothy said. No place like home. But I love to get out. So what's the purpose of this podcast? Brothers and sisters, can you travel? Can you make sacrifices? Are you willing to stay in hotels? Are you willing to be on the road? Are you willing to take flights? I've already made some massive breakthroughs and connections here in the 24 hours that I've been here. Connecting with the right people. There's a phrase that says your net worth will be equal to your net work. And if you're not hanging out with high-level network, and when I say high-level, I just mean people who make more money than you, people who are more fit than you, people who have greater spiritual capacity than you. I love hanging out with people who have greater capacity than me. It's part of the game of expansion. So why don't you travel more? Why don't you get out? Brothers and sisters, I'll make you this promise. If you'll make the investments in yourself, in your health and fitness, if you'll make the investments inside of your family, inside of your spirituality, your purpose, your disciplines, you'll see an increase in your business. It has to. Your income grows in direct proportion to how much you grow. And what I know to be true and what I've seen is when you make those daily investments in yourself and you begin to pay a financial price for you and you pay the piper today, you'll always get the prize. So get out and travel more. Pay the piper. Get out and meet more people. Pay the price. This is your boy Satemangala reminding you, if you're going to create a life of real radical results, a life that you love, it's going to require you to get into a relentless pursuit with the ruthless commitment to pay the piper every single day so that you can get to the top of your mountains where your prize, promise, lands, and possibilities are waiting, just waiting for you. All the way from Boise, Idaho. Big ups to my man, Russel Brunson. Let's go have a good one, brothers and sisters. I'm out. The revolution has begun. For more info on joining the revolution and living your greatest life of prosperity today, go to www.yourdailyrevolution.com and join us in waking up, turning your brain on, and prospering today.